Pagani's come out on the super softs.
I think, yeah, we're back on, aren't we?
We're back on now, yeah. So...
Now some of these guys are... Sorry, I've got to say this. Physics, who's the fastest time at the moment, he's come back out on the softs.
He doesn't seriously believe that he's going to beat that time on a set of softs, does he?
Plexix has done the same. So...
this will be interesting.
yeah.
Pagani's looking to better his time. Done a set softer than his last time. Just going through turns 15 and 16.
I think this will be a good improvement, yeah, from Pagani. Yeah.
Only kept him yeah, only kept him P11.
Well, guys, from 2nd to 11th, where Pagani's just put that time in, it's only 8/10.
Yeah, well, you look at sort of 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th.
Yeah.
It's not much in that at all.
Yeah, and so many different tyre choices at the moment. Interphone says softs on mine, although he's in the pits.
Well, Plexix I don't think will be better in his time. He's just had a half spin out of turn 1.
I'll keep an eye on Physics. He's just started his lap. Yeah, Interphone is coming out on the softs. Another one.
Let's just get slightly with big streaks.
So we're getting to the business end of the season now, chaps. We're into the final third with only 4 races of the 12 left. We've got 100 points on offer if someone can win the final 4 races. And the top 4 are currently split by 64 points.
It's a lot closer than what it was.
Yeah, after the first 4 races of the season, it looked like Tico was going to run off into the sunset.
Panda's beaten Aaron by 1,000 for the second.
That's going to be personal.
Yeah. I've just watched Physics' lap on the softs. It was a flyer. He just kept it in medium ERS. And now he's coming in, so I don't know if he's changing his mind about that tyre choice or just having a bit of a practice. Plexix has done the same, but he did say he was at a moment.
So as it is at the moment, 3 of the top 4 championship leaders are the top 3 on the grid provisionally.
Yeah. And the top 4 at the moment are Dutch. Have we done our Dutch homework for later?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Tico.
yeah.
Who did he block?
I've never seen that.
That's a Mercedes, isn't it?
Who is that behind
It's
him?
Dutch. It's Dutch Tricks. That's Mercedes, yeah. We don't know how reliable the penalty system is on this game, but...
Well, I've never seen a penalty given for illegal blocking.
So yeah, Tico's just been given a 5-place grid penalty for illegal blocking.
He is going to be swearing. And Dutch has retired.
Which would currently put him at P9.
talking points. Azerbaijan always seems to bring something. Always seems to bring something. I love it.
It has become somewhat notorious for drama and incident.
Yeah, real life, and whenever I watch a league race in the esports world,
The Dutch is retired. I'm quite surprised about.
don't know, maybe there was some kind of what's the word, desync or something, and Dutch went into the back of Tico, and there was a bit of a coming together, and there was a bit of damage. Tico's like, what happened there? I don't know. I can't imagine Tico would have deliberately blocked someone.
I was with Tico when that was going on, and I don't think Dutch hit him. I think he was just running that closely that it's deemed Tico to have held him up.
Wow.
As the skies brightened up, the incidents have started coming in.
Some traditional Division 1 weather now, ladies and gentlemen. Spurd just comes out of the pits to begin his final charge.
Well, here's a little trivia question for last summer.
Here we go.
Who was the top 3 in qualifying last time? Well, it would have been season... Was it season 4, Simon? The market team?
Was that season 4?
I thought it was season 5.
It might have been season 5. Or did we cut season 5 short because of people losing interest? We had to condense the league down. It was 4 or 5.
I think it was season 4. But we'll say it's season 4.
Co-Andy, sorry, I was on board with Co-Andy, and that was Panda. He just had to go past. Panda didn't see him. Panda didn't really get out of the way. Sorry. I thought something was going to happen. I think Mark got pole.
He didn't, yeah.
He didn't?
Yeah.
Okay, he got second then.
No, I don't think... No, he didn't. No,
He got third then.
no
He'll get there eventually.
He didn't. He wasn't in the top 3 now.
God, I really don't know.
One is currently in this lobby. The other 2 just aren't in the league anymore.
I think Ox is one of them.
No.
No? Oh.
No, I really don't know. I'd like to be put out of my misery, quite frankly.
Yeah, go on then. Me too.
Okay, so first was Bad Boy.
Okay.
Second was Aaron. And third was George Alice.
Speaking of Aaron being second, he's just gone second in this one.
And the Ultras as well.
Yeah, good time.
He's not going to get another run because his fuel rate's flashing, but nonetheless, that's a very good time for me.
Well, Physics is now about to complete his flyer. He won't have enough battery or time, I think, to do another run. So this is it for him.
Super softs, improve.
Does improve,
It does improve, yeah. So Physics will start on the red marked super soft tyre.
Oh, Andy's 6th in the soft.
Panda. Coming up to the line, I don't think it's going to be an improvement. No, it's not. Not sure what happened there.
Spurge coming to the line. Slight improvement.
Ramsey's coming up to the line, and so is Pagani.
Oh, Pagani had to lift.
Yeah. Lennon's still out on track and he hasn't set a time just yet. Pagani pits. So we're just waiting for Lennon now.
There's another trivia whilst he comes down the straight. Who was the third title contender in season 4 with Mark and Ox?
Right, it's Lennon.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember him having a really good season that season.
It was, yeah, as he goes 11th. Kind of a bit obvious after I asked that question as he was on board with me.
He goes 11th. Oh, God. I've got it all.
Yeah.
11th. Sorry, guys. That was good quality. I quite enjoyed that.
Wasn't bad, was it?
It was better than that pun.
So we've got a front row of Physics and Aaron, and if you want to keep an eye on Aaron off the line on the grippier tyre, he may get a better launch. Dutch Tricks and Oxt making up row 2 with Tico and Coandy on row 3. It's an all Dutch fourth row with Plexits and Remco. Spurgeon Brand round off the top 10. Then we've got Lennon, Panda, Catamies, Joe Burns, Interphone and Panini rounding off the grid.
Tico with that 5 grid.
And yeah, yeah, in unison you two. Are you sharing a brain at the moment?
My brain is not associated with that pun.
Your brain couldn't think of that pun. I've got a prediction. That grid penalty is going to push Coandy up to 5th. And Coandy's starting on the ultras.
He is.
Now, if memory serves me right, he's pretty good on tyres. So I think he's gonna one stop. I reckon. Ultras to softs.
Now, looking at that Sky, do we think that could go the other way to quali this time round?
I was thinking a few people have run the super softs to go towards the round. Yeah, I'm not sure. But we'll see. If Aaron or Coandy goes onto the super softs after the ultras, then they may be wrong.
Well, if anyone watching the stream has any inside information, keep it to yourselves, because I'd quite like to surprise myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Although Joe Burns has popped in the stream and said he doesn't have the pace at all and he's not looking forward to this race.
Sometimes all you gotta do is finish. Good points here.
Yeah, keeping your car in one piece around this circuit is paramount to a good result.
Well, I don't know if that grid penalty has actually gone onto Tico's car because he's still 5th on my screen. Unless I've got some kind of spectator error.
He is 5th on my screen as well.
See, it's showing him in P5 on the tower, but he's actually in P9.
He's physically in P9, right?
He's physically 9th on the road at the moment. Which I think he should actually be 10th because Spurgeon Bran have DSQ'd from the formation lap.
Yeah, because Lennon's behind him in 11th.
Yeah.
So we will.
I'm sure Codemasters will sort it all out for us. They're superb at doing stuff like that.
Physics is really slowing up Aaron now.
Yeah, these two have actually gone quite ahead of the rest of the pack on this formation lap. I don't know if the tyre temperature thing is a thing for formation laps, in terms of like standing on the grid and waiting for them all.
Well, we know getting the temperatures in has an effect. But yeah, I'm not sure about the car sitting there. So just looking,
control.
I'm just looking at the tyre choices. You've got Joe Burns and Interphone on the soft tyre to start. Everyone else outside the top 10 on the super.
I'll just say as well that Ollie P, I'm gutted you're not here. I can't keep my streak going. Because
Ah yes, the
Ollie
streak.
P is a man who loves the harder compound. There we go.
Even without him here, he's got it in. Right, we are 5 lights. And it's go in Baku.
Bad start from Physics.
Yeah, Aaron's got the jump. I said to watch that start. And Physics has hit the wall, but I don't think he got any damage. He's got Mercedes up the inside. Oh, there's a McLaren round.
What was that, McLaren? Yeah.
That's Catamaze.
Well, Catamaze is up 4 places. Oh, and that's a Red Bull with damage. And it's Remco. Yeah, that wing's hurting. Tico is down 7 places. Oh, I don't know. Is
No,
that right?
Tico's currently still holding P10.
On mine, he's 11th.
Yeah, behind Lennon and mine.
Okay, we've got. If you go, I'm on board with Karandi, and there's a massive desync with him and Catamaze.
Yeah, I'm getting that as well.
There must be, because I'm seeing Catamaze in 16th place.
Okay.
As
Oh,
Physics
mine,
has hit the
Catamaze
wall
is
again.
Ox is going to get Physics there.
He's a bit far back, I think, isn't he? Oh,
Brand's gone.
Yeah. And Lennon's got a 5-second stop go.
So was that contact?
Virtual safety car. Physics is pitted immediately. Oh, he's got the damage, yeah, of course. Has he got the damage? Oh, it's Remco, sorry.
Yeah, now I've got a big old desync because Catamaze has just gone from 16th to 1st.
I think.
On the tower.
6th on ours.
Pico's also good.
Well, I'm seeing Catamaze doing about 10 miles an hour down the back straight.
Yeah, there seems to be a desync between Catamaze and Karandi. The amount of times they've made contact, but with no damage.
Yeah.
So
I think if that virtual safety car came a bit earlier for Aaron, he would have pit.
well, Physics and Tico did. They've gone on to the soft tyre.
Can you take the soft tyre from now till the end?
I mean, tyre wear on the
Unless
last game wasn't too bad, so it could be possible.
Well, I'm thinking unless there's rain with about 10 laps left of the race, 6 laps left of the race or something like that. And then thought, right,
Dutch is looking racy behind Aaron.
yeah, I've just looked down at the stream. Catamaze is still last on yours, but 6th on ours. And he's attacking Sverg.
Dutch is
Down the
attacking
straight.
Aaron.
And he is looking very racy to get back into the points. Slipstream. Right on the outside. Can we get it done?
Aaron's going to get him back.
Good driving.
Oh, interphone, that was very, very dangerous. Had Panini not braked early, he would have been in the wall.
Aaron's defensive.
Yeah, Ox is involved now.
I'll say Ox has joined the party.
And soon to be Plexits.
I say Plexus ain't too far behind either. This is getting feisty. And Dutch will want to make the most of the fact that Tico's in 15th place at the moment. Well, 14th place at the moment.
Yeah, there's some kind of decent going on. Because it's 15th on mine.
Yeah, it's 15th on mine.
Yeah, Katamise has just gone from first back down to 15th on mine.
I can't see anyone lagging though, which is weird.
I think I get the odd Dutch slide. That's normally what we get. Well, fair. That's what we normally get. With Dutch. Dutch has got a run an hour, I think.
Yeah, and he's got DRS this time round, so this may be a done move.
Yeah, before the pit entry. But Ox got the fastest lap. Plexus has dropped off a little bit.
Aaron would be wise to pit soon.
Yeah.
Whilst these are all battling.
Plexits may be playing the wise game here, just seeing how this shakes out.
Spurg had a moment, didn't see it, and he's lost a bit of his wing.
And we've lost Panda.
Oh, Panda. Oh, that could be a safety. Spurg's going to come round and go into the back of him.
Oh!
Very nearly.
So is it going to be Scoot? Oh, okay.
No, the car's gone.
The car's gone, yep.
No safety car.
Very well there.
Oh, Spurg. Another yellow.
It's Spurge.
Spurge retires.
Yeah.
The castle.
You'll be able to see it on Remco's view. There we go, at the top of the castle section.
Okay, Ox is right in Aaron's slipstream coming down the main straight.
Wait a second, Tico has made a second pit stop. He's now on the supers. I didn't see that.
Yeah, Aaron's got out of the way and gone in the pit lane. And Plexits is up the inside of Ox.
Brings turn 2.
He's going to have to back off, yeah.
Yeah, he tucks back in wise.
He's got the DRS though. Aaron goes on the softs.
Physics is really enjoying those softs. Set 2 fastest laps back to back. This battle between Interphone, Panini and Joe Vance has been going on for quite a few laps now. We've all just been so intrigued by the front battle.
Well, Aaron, even though Physics pitted early and under the VSC, has managed to get out in front of him.
A few laps. Younger tyres as well.
Physics actually seems to have a little bit more grip through the castle section there.
Yeah, his tyres will be up to temperature. Aaron's still getting his there.
Yeah. When do we expect these super soft runners to start thinking about changing tyres?
I would probably expect around
Panini.
maybe that 11 or 12. As physics goes by Aaron, sets the fastest lap in the process.
He wants to be careful in case he burns these tyres up. Because he's going flat out on him.
Yeah, in all of that, Panini tried to go around the outside of Interphone on turn 1. Interphone just firmly closed the door and kind of forced Panini to go wide.
He did that lap 3, I believe, as well.
Well, physics will be looking to push these tyres a little bit more now as he's got some clear track in front of him. He's got 7 seconds to Joe Burns.
Oh, Cat's retired. Cat's section.
Oh, he's ghosted. Interphone takes it too cautiously. Oh, God. And that means Joe and Panini are right on him now. I suppose you can never take it too cautiously, but... like...
Those who did go through that ghosted car are incredibly brave.
Yeah, or had no reaction time.
Well,
yeah.
What that should do now is fix the desync issue we've got.
Yeah, so what's the order of the cars on your screen? Sorry.
So, I've now got Dutch leading from Ox by, well, a tenth. They're completely together. Plexit's a second and a half further back in third. Lennon's fourth, followed by Co-Andy. Interphone sixth. Joe Burns in seventh. Panini eighth. Physics ninth. Aaron 10th. Remco 11th. And Tico 12th.
Yeah, same as us.
And we've lost Cat, Spurge, Panda and Bran.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not saying that we wanted you to retire, Cat, because there's a desync, but you have helped.
Yes, that has helped a little bit.
We appreciate your sacrifice. There you go.
He's a sacrificial lamb to the desync gods.
Where he's more of a sacrificial cat.
Yeah.
Give myself laughing about that later on when I watch this back.
It's good to see Lennon back up there.
I was gonna say this, but I kind of didn't want to.
Say it at great risk.
Now you've got to say these things, man. You've got to say them.
Could you imagine if he was doing this kind of performance a couple of seasons ago?
Well, he was until
Backer, yeah.
Yeah.
Co-Andy,
He's got in the wall.
I just got on board as he had that wobble.
I got on board with Interphone, and he's coming straight in the pits. That thing I said earlier on, out of the window.
Yeah, and I think to be fair, that probably was about. I would have thought that would have been his pit window anyway. He's taken those tyres 7 laps, so I don't think there'd have been much left in them. So Physics now 2 seconds off of Interphone. Joe Burns has got ahead of him. Interphone, that is. Panini looking to undercut the pair of them. He's pitted before them.
I was just going to say about an undercut. I'm thinking Ox must be thinking of that. He's been on back at Dutch for 3 laps, something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago that gap was half a tenth, as they were side by side into turn 1, but he couldn't finish the move.
Fox gets a good run, we can see this move now.
Ooh, did he back off there?
He had to lift and he had a little bit of opposite lock going there. The back end was coming round, but he's still gaining.
Yeah, he is. Oh, look at the speed. 217.
A little bit of a luck at that.
He's got it. I think he has. Yeah.
Dutch is still there.
She's still there. DRS for Dutch.
It's now a drag race, which Dutch is winning.
Great battle.
Physics has got
Physics
interphone.
I was just going to say, Physics is on a hell of a charge. He's set the fastest lap, like, out of the last 4 laps, probably 3 times, maybe 5 laps. And his tyres are not exactly new.
Yeah, he's leaving nothing on the table, that's for sure. Giving it everything he's got.
Yeah.
I think Aaron might be hoping that Joe Burns holds Physics up.
Teammates, of course.
Yeah, a bit like Raikkonen. Aaron will hate me comparing him to Vettel, but
Everyone needs a wingman.
Everyone needs a Bottas.
Yes.
yeah, knock off. Probably a bit too soon, but yeah.
Well in
I
done.
think Ox is a bit closer this time. If he doesn't lift it, he does lift.
Yeah, he's
Dutch.
those tyres really wearing now that he's having to lift. Plexus is on the back of this as well, it's not 3 games.
He's not quite as close, but he is going to challenge.
He's still going to have a crack. He's got the better exit.
Ooh, he has. Yeah.
He's got it done this time. But Dutch is going to have the DRS now.
As is Plexix. With a lot of battery, Plexix. Much more than these two.
I suppose that's the thing, with the 2 in front battling, he's been able to save it up and keep with them.
Well, this is an enthralling race.
Physics has got past Joe Burns.
Aaron on interphone. Yep, gets it done.
I imagine there's going to be a switcheroo at Ferrari not too far from now.
Do that happening, yeah. Yeah, if Dutch is smart about this, he should pit onto the soft and let his teammate battle the rocks. Also another bit of team.
Oh, Leonard,
Where is it? Through the castle section at the top. Oh, and that's put Physics off, and Physics is in the wall.
Ooh.
2 cars, same area. Physics is instantly retired.
Hey,
Wow.
This is giving Aaron a massive, like, undercar
Lift.
top throw.
Yeah, he doesn't want to cut that corner though, Aaron.
Well, Dutch is going to pit by it, so that he's moving over to the left. No, he's not.
Dummy
So,
pit? That was a dummy pit, maybe.
Lexus is going to go down the inside teammates.
Oof.
Like Rosberg and Hamilton there.
Huh. Tico, after his early misdemeanors, or whatever word it is, he's going to score points if he finishes.
Yeah, he is.
How important is that for the title race?
And we've got
Virtual
another
safety car.
VSC.
Here we go. Right about the time when these super soft tyres, I know they're a bit far from the pit entry, but you never know with Codemasters if that virtual safety car can stay out until they get round. They're just going to help themselves to a new set of tyres straight away.
Which would throw the undercut out the window for Aaron.
Tico's pit, yeah, he'll be going on the softs.
If he's got the softs left, because hasn't he already put them on? I mean, they'll be slightly used if he does go back onto them.
He's gone on to another set of supers. Nice one.
Another set of supers, 15 laps.
Okay.
Well, he's not going to be battling anyone. Might as well.
And
There you
we've
go.
gone back to green flag racing.
Yeah, just as they come round the final
Oh, Plexus. Oh,
That was
no,
Dutch.
Dutch.
And that wasn't one of his sort of laggy, crabby sort of exits. That was a proper half spin.
Plexit's got a massive drive through that final kind of kink.
Yep.
Oh, speed.
Ox is pitting.
Ox pits.
Dutch is
and
pitting.
Dutch.
So Plexits now has to take whatever he's got left in those tyres out of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a hammer time lap for Plexits.
Yeah. Well, they're both down. Where's Aaron going to come?
Aaron's coming down straight now. About to enter turn 1. Oh, it's going to be close. Aaron and he's just got past him.
Got one. He slots in between Ox and Dutch.
Joe will need to hold Ox up for Aaron there.
Yeah, what a job Joe's got.
This will help Plexits as well. If these are all battling, Plexits will get a good jump.
Yeah, well, Joe Burns can be an absolute bus through that castle section, and that will help Plexits out massively.
Do you imagine if he goes through there and something happens? Ooh.
You're just pushing it tonight, aren't you?
No, it's just so many people have lost it through there. It's just, oh god.
Well, there are some team games being played tonight.
Yeah, it is Ferrari and Mercedes tonight, isn't it?
Plexits
Ox.
just come through the left road.
Ox is going to try and do it.
He has to pit, surely. And he does.
Okay.
Aaron's having to back off from his teammate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dutch is going to get a run on them both. He's got
Dutch is splitting them.
Through the middle.
Pace. Ox is also going to be vulnerable, I think. Is he?
No, Ox is going to hold it. Aaron's still there.
Comes out the pits.
Ahead of them all.
In front.
So the overcuts worked.
Yeah. It's not often you see that.
Well, the Ox and Dutch getting held up in the traffic. And a push lap from Plexits has given him the lead.
Oh, Dutch hits into the back of Aaron.
Yeah, I don't think he lost any wing there. I mean, Dutch just needs to play the long game here. He's picking up points on Tico.
Yeah. They do tend to be in the kind of same-ish party.
Yeah.
So I think he'll know where he is. Just seems to lose a bit of pace there, Dutch, though, coming out of the last corner of the castle section. Ooh.
It's very slidey.
Yeah, he's quite far off Aaron at the moment. In fact, he might not even get into DRS. Oh, yeah, he will get into DRS, but he won't be able to make a move. Yeah, Dutch no longer in DRS. Aaron just about managed to keep in DRS, so this could be a three-way fight rather than a four-way one. Dutch is struggling. Ever since he put those soft tyres on, it hasn't seemed to...
Yeah, Joe Burns is starting to close that gap between him and Dutch as well.
Yeah.
Plexits is very slow.
And Dutch has just gone into the wall. He's damaged his wing, front left.
was so close to him ending his race in the castle.
He's damaged his front left wing. I saw him do it. I can't believe it.
Oh, Ox has just hit the wall, but I think he got away with it.
Yeah, Ox tends to really push. He will sacrifice parts of the car.
So we've got Bran in the chat. Unfortunately retired from the race, asking if anyone saw what happened to him. I didn't. Did either of you two catch it?
I didn't either. No, sorry, man.
I saw a penalty given to Lennon, but that was about it, really.
I think it was the final couple of sweeping corners onto the straight where it happened, I think.
I might have seen it, but I genuinely can't remember. There's been so many incidents.
So
also hit.
Yeah, Dutch has gone in to repair that wing damage.
So realistically, that's really dangerous accident. In the pit now. Realistically, Dutch's race is now with Joe Burns, I'd say. Who I would suggest to pit now and get on the super softs. Because it's the fastest lap of this race so far. Currently in P10.
Sorry, I just had to sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you. Right, it's all kind of settled down a bit now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just the battle for the lead's the only real action we've got at the moment.
Yeah. I'm just thinking that maybe Dutch had a bit of front right damage that we couldn't see. It slowed him down, obviously, and then he knocked the front left part of his wing.
He looks a bit happier to be in those super softs.
Yeah.
I mean, we did see Dutch go into the back of Aaron, but I didn't see anything fall off the car.
So we're going to put...
I think Ox is playing a longer game because he's dropped off a little bit, saving his battery. Just about in DRS.
Yeah, he doesn't want to back off too much. So Aaron running in what I would say is a fairly comfortable P3 at the moment.
Yeah.
If history is... Sorry, Simon.
No, go on.
If history's to repeat itself, Panini and Dutch are going to have a very feisty battle. There is always an aggressive battle with these two.
Given the difference in tyre at this stage, I don't think Panini will put up too much of a fight.
I think he will through the slower sections, but he won't be able to see anything on the straight. Oh, and Dutch hits us back on that.
Didn't on my screen. I was on board.
No, he didn't on mine. Oh, he's holding Dutch up, but I mean...
This will help Joe Burns if he is to pit. I would really recommend pitting now. Dutch is just trying to stay out that dirty air. Joe Burns is gonna pit. Dutch slid off that curb once again.
He takes a lot of exit curb there, doesn't he?
I've noticed that.
Oh, he's got a good run though through the final part of that.
Joe Burns coming to
Joe
the
Burns
exit.
coming out. Oof, this is gonna be close. Oof. Joe just ahead. Oh, but didn't get the drive out that corner.
Yeah, it's going to leave him vulnerable to Panini here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's behind him. So it looked like he'd held the position coming out of the pits, but by turn 3 he'd lost 2 positions.
Ox back to within half a second. It seems as though both Plexits and Ox have been saving battery, so they're both quite high on that.
I'm thinking that constructors-wise, it is Mercedes top, isn't it?
It is. You've got Mercedes on 192, Haas on 145 and McLaren on 108.
How far away are Ferrari away from McLaren?
That I don't know, I only wrote down the top 3.
There's going to be a lot of points gained due to both of the cars being out.
Ferrari are 12 points off McLaren.
Joe's just gone past Pagani.
Dutch's desync keeps me thinking he's going to spin. McLaren continues in P3. That alone will put Ferrari above McLaren. And also 10 points from Joe.
So
If he decides P3.
Ox has closed back up to Plexits.
Saving up his battery, isn't he, Ox? He's got a lot of battery to use. Just got to get this final exit. Yeah, he might be able to have a go now. He doesn't back off.
He's kept that planted.
Again,
Yeah, this could
reinitiate
be a
battle
move.
between the 2 Red Bulls.
Has he got straight line speed? 217, 218?
It's just too far back.
Just too far back, yeah. Battle of the Red Bulls, yeah.
It always happens. And one of them sounds exactly like Verstappen, so... Let's hope there isn't a Verstappen Ricardo incident. But DRS is open now. Here we go. Down the inside.
Ooh, fastest lap, Remco.
And they're cruising up to the back of Pagani. So Ox in full harvesting mode through the middle sector.
Exits in the medium.
Has double the battery power that Plexits has. But Plexits will have plenty to use down this straight.
Yeah, but then after that, I think Ox is a lot closer this time. Just needs to keep it planted now. Yep.
Millimeters away from the wall there. DRS open. Texas is committed to the inside early.
It's just not going to have enough time. Again.
I'm just going to get a better run. He needs to get turn 2 right. Backed up. He's going to get a decent run. I'm not sure he's going to get enough road to have this done. He might. No, It's Frick's fastest lap of this race.
Remco's passing Panini. I thought Interphone was going to have a go into turn 1, but he thought better of it.
all about this final exit for Ox. Just seems to slide around it a little bit. It's a little bit further away now, I don't think, unless Plex it's...
Did he rub the wall then?
I think
Got
he
very
did,
close to it.
He's off a lot coming through that pass left right. PRS.
He's hugging the pit wall.
Yeah, this is going to be a move. Ooh. Yeah, good defence.
Oh, contact.
Hit the contact. Oh, no, he's in the wall. Ah!
He's lost some wing.
And here comes Aaron.
Yeah.
Will he pit? Oh, I think he'd have to.
It depends on the level of damage, because we can't really see it, can we?
That looks like an awful lot.
Ox may keep going. He may think that with 5 laps to go, he could lose one position. And I think he could probably hang on to that final podium spot. I don't know that Dutch could make up 18 seconds in 5 laps.
Yeah, Ox just that kind of long left-hander come after the castle section just backed up there.
An awful lot.
Yeah, and Aaron's already took a second out of him.
Yeah, it's those fast sweeping corners that are going to cost him the time.
And we know his potential, we know he can get up to 218.
But yeah, that was with Slipstream and all the toys out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's just going to nurse that car as it is to the finish. So, Interphone is still stuck behind Panini.
Done a good job, hasn't he, Panini, I think. It might not be for much longer.
He's still in there.
Oh, he's in the wall. Oh, and he spun round.
Andy and Tico go past him.
That's an extra point for Tico. And I didn't know Tico was that close to Andy.
Yeah, he's quietly going about his business, although he has got a short amount of battery left. He'll have to conserve that if he wants to get past. Here comes Aaron. Needs to watch out for Ox because he has to ease off.
Yeah, Aaron will know that Ox must have a problem to have caught him the way he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron's just easily gone past there.
Brilliant move from Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron will be thinking that December the 25th has come early. It's a bit of a gift there from Ox.
8 seconds apart now. Not in any way to curse him, but that's even more points.
Oh, Interphone has retired. Didn't see it.
Tico's going to go on and command it. Overtake mode. We'll even get DRS, but the move's already done. So low on battery there.
Well, that's, as it stands, 4 points for Tico. And Dutch is on 12 points. So that'll be an 8-point deduction in the lead in the championship.
Takes it down to 20 points the difference.
Yeah.
Plexits is going to take a big old chunk out of the two of them with a 25-point haul tonight, if he can get it to the flag.
What was his championship points before tonight?
80. So that'll put him on 105.
Well, Tico, I know he's done 13 laps on those tyres. He is only two... Oh, he's just gone wide, so that kind of might shut this statement up. But he is only 2.5 seconds behind Panini, who's done 16 laps on his tyres, so...
Well, Aaron's done 19 laps on his, so Panini should be good to the end.
Yeah.
That gap is really coming down between Dutch and Ox now.
You think he's going to do this?
Well, he's certainly pushing. He was wild out of turn 1, was Dutch.
Hey,
I just went to the 1,000 mile stream.
Well, he's just
that time is...
Oh, what was
what
that?
happened there?
Yeah. Dutch has just lost some wing.
He's just gone into... I don't believe what I just saw.
Yeah, I saw it too. Don't worry, you weren't the only one.
I missed that, lads.
Dutch
was coming down.
He was coming down the straight towards turn 3, and about halfway down the straight, his car just veered left into the wall. He's lost the left-hand sort of winglets off the wing.
Oh, right.
Very bizarre. Oh god, he nearly lost it in the castle section. It was close to the wall anyway.
On a
Now Tico,
on a night where he could ill afford, you know, he needed to. Let's be honest, he could have had this race probably P2 easy.
yeah, I agree. He is still catching.
He is still
Ox.
catching. He's going to have 2 laps to take 6 seconds out of Ox, which even with that moment he's done 4 seconds this lap.
Yeah, so this could be on.
Yeah. Could even be a Bottas.
Yeah, could this be that last straight drag race?
I think what might help Ox, particularly on this lap, is his battery level. Dutch is just and Dutch is fuel light. It's actually flashing on and
Yeah,
off.
it's blinking, isn't it? Yeah.
Tico only 1.3 now behind Panini. So if he gets in DRS, that could be massive in championship.
Getting that gap back between himself and Tico. Never write off Coandy.
No, you can't.
Tell them not to.
Yeah, Tico and Coandy closing in on Panini.
Dutch just glanced the wall. Don't think there was any more damage.
Oh, Coandy's just lost some wing. He went into the back of Tico.
Oh,
That's a massive chunk as well.
Luckily, he's only got to do 1.5 laps with it. But he could have found himself gaining 2 positions there.
oh, that's also cost Tico lots of time as well.
Yeah.
That's a massive.
That may have saved Panini.
Look
Yeah.
at Dutch.
Dutch
He's
is
1.1 seconds.
he's virtually in DRS range.
Should be in DRS range on the back DRS straight, because he'll take these corners better than Ox. With Ox's damage.
He's now flashing red for Dutch.
Yeah, he once he's in DRS, he can save a bit, can't he? And then just have an attack on the final straight, final lap.
I'd say he's just going to be sensible, cruise up to the back of Ox, just wait for those final couple of corners, because Ox will be much slower through them. Ox is having to take a considerable lift through those last couple of corners onto the pitch straight. Oh, he's lost some more wing.
More damage. Oh, it just doesn't end, that Baku. That was a bit of a corner cut from Ox. I think that might have been a warning. Doesn't want to cut anymore.
Tico's retired, but
Oh.
he'll be classified. I think he'll be classified in P9.
Okay.
So he'll get the 2 points for that, I think.
Plexix is going to win now as he comes across the line.
Yep, Plexix picks up the win.
Yep.
But we'll go back to Ox and Dutch. See how this ends up. Oh, contact!
Oh, Dutch is at the wall. This isn't over because he's got so much battery.
Yeah.
DRS. Oh, he's not going to make it.
I think Ox is just going to hang on.
Oh,
Ox got it.
Just about hands on.
Joe Burns 5th, Remco 6th. Panini's going to come home in 7th place.
Joe
Co-Andy
Burns actually
in 8th.
finished Joe Burns actually finished only 2/10 behind Dutch on my screen.
Yeah,
Was he behind them all along?
He was catching them in the background.
Wow.
Baku throws up another wild race.
That's great stuff.
And just for once, looking at the guys that made the flag, time penalties did not play a factor. Not one driver had a time penalty.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hello.
Hello.
Alright. Do we all have a driver of the day? It's been a while since I asked that question.
It has been a while since you've asked that question. I mean, my bottle of the day is Dutch. I think he's thrown away a golden opportunity tonight.
I think there's a few candidates for driver of the day.
There are a few.
Panini, Joe, and this your man right here has just come in.
Well, mine is going to be a Mr. Joe Burns. He was brilliant today.
Yo, what's up, Aaron?
Hi, boys.
Charming.
Sorry,
Yo,
had a build-up of gas.
Do you guys want to do like a little driver's cool down, or do you want to go straight into the interviews?
No, I'm cool, mate.
I'm cool.
I'm cool and I'm down to do my interview. That's my cool down.
Right, well, congratulations everyone on the top 3.
Thank you.
Plexits in the end, you've cruised to a 15-second win. Talk us through your second stint, because once you came out of the pits after you'd got a bit of an overcut, it was pretty plain sailing from there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the first 2 laps I didn't have much ERS, so I had to save, and I had cold tires. So I almost broke my wing twice in my out lap. So that was pretty scary. And then when I was saving all the time, Ox was closing, and when I used like all my ERS fuel to Rich, he was still gaining. So I thought, uh-oh. But then on, I don't know, lap 20 or something, he was behind me on the second straight, and I saw a red arrow, and I let him space on the outside, and then I looked behind me again and I saw him in the wall.
Yeah, I don't know
So
if
I
that
don't know.
was. I don't know if that was him taking too much speed in, or what. It was a bit unclear to tell from the view that we had.
Mhm.
But yeah, that pretty much secured the victory for you.
Yeah.
Has anyone else got any questions?
What's the I was just going to say what's Plexit's on now for the championship, because he's well in it now, isn't he?
Well, he's now on 85. Tico, I believe, is going to be classified in P9, even though he retired on the final lap. So that will put him onto 142. So yeah, Plexit has really clawed some ground back tonight.
No, hold on, Plexus was on 80 points before that, so he's on 105 now.
He's on 105, yeah. Tico
Yeah.
got 2 points, he's on 142.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
37 behind.
37. Do you think you can do it, Plexit? Can you get in there?
I mean, I really hope so. I'm really trying.
Yeah, we know you're
So,
trying with
yeah.
tonight's performance.
So, yeah, I hope so. What's the next track? Canada?
It's Canada
Canada.
next.
Yeah, I hope I get a good result there. I'm pretty strong around there, I think.
Brilliant track.
So, yeah, I hope so.
Would you like to interview Aaron Ravers, or would you like me to?
Sorry, I want to interview Ox.
That's alright. Mate, you ain't got to apologise to me. Just take it as deep offence and move on, you know?
Oh, congratulations on the second place, mate.
Thank you, Dan. No, cheers, mate.
Do you want to talk us through how that went? I mean, you decided to qualify in the ultras. Did you think about having more grip on at the start, or?
To be honest, I just didn't want to get caught up in the mid-pack at the start. Because I was on the Supers and I think I was about 7th. And I just thought, no, my luck, if one thing happens in the castle section, or someone does a stupid move at turn 1, or whatever happens, that's just going to massively hamper me. So I just thought, I'll do it. I know I could take the softs sort of long into the race and it would be slower, but if I was on a different strategy to those guys, and with it being Baku, anything could happen. So I thought I'd just try and run my own strategy and keep myself out of trouble. And that's what happened. Had a good start though, got physics into turn 1, and then the virtual safety car, I managed it like a 3-year-old, so all of the time that I had gained, I had Dutch right behind me after that, and that's pretty much what had done me in. And then about 4 laps in, my ultra softs had just disappeared, so I had to go onto softs to the end.
Yeah, you made that work very well.
Thank you.
You did say, as one of your targets, to be like the best of the rest, who's not Dutch.
Yes.
Is that very much well underway now? I mean, you did say to Coandy via Twitter that you want to finish above him tonight.
Yeah, just want to say other social networks are available, but no, yeah, no, it was that's the aim. To be honest with you, I said at the start of the season, if I can finish in the top 5, it would be a good season for me, and I think after that it's moved me up to 4th. So yeah, can't really complain. I think I might points ahead of physics now, something like that. No, 10 points. No, 8 points. I don't know. Something like that. But yeah, if I can finish inside the top 5 and get in with the Dutchies, then that's a good season for me. And next week is my track.
Yeah, this brings me on to the next question. As an interviewer, I have to ask the hard questions, and you are very ambitious at this track at times,
Oh, yeah.
and sometimes it really can't go your way. So, are you making yourself aware that it might not go your way? You know,
I just know that something's going to happen. I think one of the first FTRL ones that I can remember, I think I got pole. This was ages ago. I got pole or second or something like that, and then I think I was second on the final lap and spun it and lost my wheel. At the performance race, which I was on course to win, I think, and then Tel decided to push me to Narnia. So I know that
Thank you, Tel.
bad things happen to me at Canada, but I still love it regardless. If I can get on the podium at Canada, I'll be over the moon.
yeah, I'd like to say thank you to you as well, Tal, because you got me a podium there. It's my first ever podium. What about Joe today? Because that's put you 18 points ahead of McLaren and puts you in third place in the constructors.
Yeah, do you know what? He deserves massive credit. I think he's been brilliant. I mean, if you look at Joe, I don't think he'll mind me saying this, but if you was to look at Joe in the standings, you wouldn't think that he would be contesting for podiums or anything like that, like just on paper. But his consistency is unbelievable. And to be honest with you, I've really, really enjoyed having him as a teammate. And the amount of times we've both got in the points since he's come in has been really good. So, yeah, we said during the week that if we can get in the top 3 in constructors, that'll be a really, really good season, considering he joined about halfway through or just before. So no, massively chuffed for him.
Well,
Just
yeah,
lost.
that's his 5th race, and in the 5 races that you've been teammates, both of you have picked up points.
There we go. The streak continues.
And you've said it now, so well done.
Well, if we can do that till the end of the season, if I'm not mistaken, will we be the only team to have done that?
Maybe.
Well, I don't know.
Yes,
That's
yes
what
or
we're
no?
aiming for. But no, just finally from me, Plexits and Oxox, it's a shame what happened, but it looked like a brilliant race from them two. I just couldn't keep up with them, and once I saw Physics spin at the top of the castle section, I thought there's no point me even just trying to push to get this, because I just haven't got a chance. But it's a shame what happened with them, but well done to them both.
Thank you.
All yours, Ravers.
Ox, welcome back to the podium. Can you talk us through your race?
Thanks. It feels like it's been a long time.
It does feel like it's been a long time. You've had a bit of bad luck, I think.
Yeah, I've had massive bad luck in the 4 races, but and this was no exception. I'm still disappointed. I think P2 or P1 should have been a more realistic finish, but I don't know. Sometimes you just can't have all the luck in the world. I was good in the first stint. I knew I had the super soft tires, so I knew I had the pace. I dropped my differential a bit to 50, and that saved me even more tires. And then I could have kept on going, but I decided to pit. I just went for it and got undercut, and it didn't work out. It worked out on Dutch, but it didn't work out on Flexits. Then I think I had pretty good pace in the second stint. I was pressuring Flexits all the time. I think there was a lap or two when I didn't get DRS, and I was pretty shocked. But then I clawed my way back up to his diffuser, and I don't know, lap 21. It felt like he squeezed me a bit coming into the corner, and that's what made me brake so late, and that's what pretty much ended my top 2 finish. Yeah.
To one end, I think. When you got that damage, like you were still obviously P2. You had Aaron coming up as well. Where did you think you were finishing? What did you think? Shall I pit or should I stay out and see where I end up?
No. I was always gonna stay out. Yeah, my right side of the front wing was red, but I just thought, who cares? It's one race. The championship is over for me. It's just all about the podiums and the points. Good points finish from this point on, and I thought, I could stay out. The gap was like 15 or 16 seconds, which eventually was only a 10th in the end. So.
Yeah, we were gripped, absolutely gripped by that. And did you think on that last lap, because we were watching the time difference come down for the laps before that, but on the last lap he really did catch up to you? Did you think you were going to hold on, or do you think he was... Because I think Dutch kind of slightly went into the back of your car on the final kind of swing round, and it wasn't deliberate, it was just both cars had damage. And do you think you're going to hold on?
Actually, when the last lap started, I was all about, yeah, this is me P4, okay.
Okay.
But I think I had the advantage of him not knowing that I had so much damage, and that's what pretty much was the security for my P3, the last set of corners before the big straight.
It was a weird one because Dutch was catching you after you had your damage, but then Dutch, we were watching him, you were on board him as well, so he kind of just was going down the straight and then just kind of swerved into a... No one was near him, he just hit the wall and got damaged himself. But then he was kind of catching you anyway, so we didn't know whether he was going to get the move done or not, but it was a good finish to the race.
Yeah.
Do you think you can take more podiums the rest of the season? Is this going to do your confidence good?
Yeah, I think definitely it's a boost for me, but obviously there's still what, 4 or 5 races left, so who knows? Canada is next. It's not the best track for me, but I like it, and I think I could easily score a podium if I just avoid all the corner cutting penalties. And yeah, but definitely yes, I think I can push for more podiums.
Well, fair play. Congratulations on an old familiar place for you. It's been a while, but yeah, congratulations, and everyone else as well. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Right, who wants to do the plug?
Oh, I'll do the plug.
No.
I've never done a plug before.
Go on then.
Tune in tomorrow for the rainiest race ever for Division 2, because it's Division 2 and we always get the rain. In fact, it might snow, hail and sleet. And that's if PSN decides to work. See you all then.
Wow. Shall I get the violins out, boys?